Good morning. It is December 9th, 2021, 6:20 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here in the USA. And we are walking in a little bit of snow. Everything is white. We had some snow overnight. I could feel it in the weather yesterday during our walk. And we definitely have snow on the ground now. Good morning, loves you. Yeah, there's white everywhere. Once we get off the driveway, I'll try to show you. We have it everywhere. We didn't get a lot. It's probably less than an inch, but it was enough to make everything white. Let's see if I can show you. It's pretty dark out still, but everything is white. The ground is white. As the sun comes up, you get to see it. You just got back after dinner. Awesome. Hope you had a good dinner. I stopped in there yesterday really quick during your live stream. I was at work. It's hard for me to pay too much attention, of course. They pay me to work, so yeah, it's still dark. Once we get going here, after 10 or 15 minutes, looks like it's a clear sky. I can see the stars, so the sun's coming up in the background there. You can see it. So once it comes up, we'll show you what the snow is looking like. Like I said, we didn't get a lot, but the ground is covered. Everything is white. It's looking like Christmas for sure. We doubled up with Molly's jacket today. She has her pink sweater and her purple coat. It is cold today, probably in the low 20s Fahrenheit. I can see my breath, and it's a little slick on the road walking. Make sure I don't slip and fall. No, not yet. Not enough for a snowman. Maybe a little tiny one. Let me see. I don't know if I can make a snowman with this. It's pretty puffy. Here, you see that? It's really puffy snow, but there's not enough to make a snowman. Like I said, I could make you a little tiny one, meatball-sized snowman. But this is just a sign of things to come. We're gonna get more snow. Although yesterday I heard the weather is going to give it to you through the screen, right? That'd be cool if we could do that, like Willy Wonka. They said it may get up towards 50 this weekend, so that'll take care of the snow. But it's chilly. The trees are looking pretty with all the snow. Like I said, once the sun comes up, I'll make sure that I show you what everything looks like. I'm glad you came in today. Hope you had a good dinner. You had a good day. Did you go to a restaurant or did you go to someone's house for dinner today? Last night, Colleen made pork chops for dinner with rice and green beans. That was good. Molly's having fun in the snow. I have Colleen with me today too. She is. Oh, Colleen's getting pulled. There she is. Let's see. There's Colleen.
Ooh, it's cold this morning.
It's dark out. Aha, text twist. Very nice. We went to bed somewhat early last night. About 8:30, 9 o'clock our time here. So it was morning time when I went to bed for you. My morning is your night and your morning is my night. Hey, what's up? Colleen's cursing. Hey, J&N Travel. Sorry, it's morning. Hi, John. How are you today, sir? We got about, I don't know, maybe an inch, a little less. How about you guys? Did you get any snow over that way? We didn't get a lot. Enough to make everything white. It's definitely starting to look like Christmas. But I was telling Loves You that we may get 50-degree weather this weekend. So that'll certainly take care of the snow. But I'm sure there's more to follow. We're just starting, aren't we? This winter. I mean, technically, it's not even winter yet. December 21st. So, John, are you, let's see, snowing when you came in at 11? Yeah, we're about the same as you guys. Are you spending the holidays here in New England, or are you going to be heading down south before? I'm excited for you guys. You must be excited as well. I believe when I was texting with you guys last, you're going to do 3 months in Florida, which sounds great. I'd like to hide in your luggage and go down with you right after the holidays. Okay, fantastic. Yeah, good for you guys. Hey, Cruising Scene, welcome in. How are you this morning? Glad you could stop in. We have a snowy morning here in New England. It's 6:28 Eastern Standard Time here in the USA on December 9th. And I have Colleen and Molly. And we're doing what we do just about every morning. We take our 6:20 walk, 6:20 a.m. And usually the weekdays, we stay up a little later on the weekends, so I don't get up this early. But we try to do this every day, get the blood pumping and those muscles moving. And I think at this point, Molly would be upset if we stopped doing our morning walks. So, yeah, Connecticut, I think they got more than we did. I think south of here, they ended up with a little bit more. I'm not 100% sure of that. Certainly north of us here, the state capital is Concord, New Hampshire. And that's a couple towns north of where we are. And I know north of Concord, they got snow. Certainly in the mountains of New Hampshire. They've already started skiing. I know that Cannon Mountain opened last weekend. And the mountains in Vermont, Killington and those are all open for skiing. It is winter in New England. It is pretty, though, to see everything all white. I like it while it hangs on the trees.
Come this
Once
side.
things warm up and it falls off, it kind of looks the same as it did before the snow. But the temperature here is, I'm not exactly sure. I'm going to guess right now it's probably 25, 26 degrees. That would be Fahrenheit. It's cold. Typical winter morning here in New England. But then over the weekend, they're saying 50, high 40s, 50 degrees. Again, Fahrenheit. And that will melt everything. And then we'll wait for the next storm to come in. I read the Farmer's Almanac, if anybody knows what that is. And it's a book they put out every year. They've been putting out for a long, long time. And they predict the weather, and they tell you when to plant and harvest your crops, that kind of stuff. They said for our area it's going to be extremely cold, but not much snow. It's going to be wet, so I'm guessing the temperature will be, warm enough for it to rain. I'm not sure, John, about the Budweiser plant. I think they have. I believe I saw something online that they were going to put out all their Christmas lights again. I don't know if they're going to do the Frosty tour like we did a couple years ago before the whole COVID stuff, but I do believe that they're doing that holiday walk that they do with all the lights, which is real pretty. If you get a chance to go there, it's fun. And they have their gift store and their beer garden, which is nice. You can get a couple beers and have some food. Let's see. Surprising thing with the almanac is they predict that Mass will get a lot more snow than us, right? Which is weird. I mean, us being north of them. But, you got to take that with a grain of salt, too. They're not always right. Let me see if I can switch the camera. You guys can see the snow. Here we go. So the sun's coming up, and there's the snow on the road. There's Colleen and Molly. And so we didn't get too much, but it's still pretty enough to make it look like it is the holiday season, which is definitely nice. And yeah, the Bud Tour, John, is nice. We have fun there too. Yeah, you should, if you can. I know it's a little bit of a ride for you guys, but before Christmas, if they are doing it, which I think they are. I think I remember seeing something about it. It's a lot of fun. They have a trail going through, and it's all decorated, the trees, and they have like lighted displays. And when we went, they had there were like these acrobats that were dressed as elves, and they were swinging around on swings and ropes and stuff. It was a lot of fun. Certainly, a nice way to spend a couple hours on a cold winter's night. We were a little dismayed that Strawberry Bank isn't doing their holiday walk this year. Or I think they may be, but everything's outdoors. They're not going to open up any of the houses, and that's that's a lot of fun, and it's real pretty because you can go in to the houses and everything is decorated. And for those of you that don't know and you're not from around here, on the seacoast there's a town called Portsmouth, and they have a it's like a colonial village. It's like a living history museum where they have a bunch of houses that I think start in the early or late 1600s, early 1700s, and then each house or building works its way up to about the 1940s, I believe, right around the time of World War II. And you can, on a normal day before the pandemic, you could go and visit and go inside each of the homes and the buildings, and they have there's people dressed up in the time period where that building is originates from, and they're in character. They play like they're living during that time. And there's a lot of people cooking, and there's a wood shop where they build boats. It's right there on the ocean, so it's very I guess sea oriented. There's a skating rink there where you can go skating. I know that's open now. And there's a bunch of houses, like I think there's the governor's mansion. I think a New Hampshire governor actually lived in that area at one time, and his house is beautiful. It's the so-called governor and his wife are all dressed up in period clothing, and the house is decked out, and it's probably early 19th century, so early 1800s, decorated with trees and all that. They also have a store there that they have outfitted that stems from the period of World War II. And there's all kinds of products there that would be from that period, from the 1940s, early 1940s. It's a lot of fun, but I don't believe they're going to do their holiday walk where you can go inside the buildings this year. And that's too bad. Oh, Molly did something to her paw. She's kind of, it's probably just cold. We need to buy her some winter boots. I think I'm going to do that today. Good morning, Mrs. M. How are you? Thank you for coming in. I'm blabbing away here and not paying attention to who's coming into the chat, but you're always welcome. We're glad to see you. I'm going to switch the camera back. There we go. Good morning. Hi, how are you? As you can see, we got some snow. Not a lot, but enough to make everything white. Good morning, Kathy. How are you? So you checked, and the Anheuser-Busch does list their lights tour this year on their website. Great. So John, if you're still with us, they are doing it. And I would suggest that you go and do it before you guys head down south. It's a lot of fun, and it's real pretty. And like I said, if you like beer, they have the beer garden. They have a gift shop there too, where you can buy all kinds of swag. It's a lot of fun. Thank you for that, Kathy. Appreciate that. There's I know yesterday I was looking too, north of us, about an hour or so north of here. They have the New Hampshire ice castles, which is cool. They spray water on all these structures that they have, and it makes these castles out of ice, and that's a lot of fun. They've expanded it this year where they're having sledding and all kinds of refreshments and things. That's a lot of fun. And we, both Strawberry Bank, the Anheuser-Busch Walk, and the Ice Castles, we have featured those in the past. And I think I may do the Anheuser-Busch walk, and we're definitely going to do the ice castles. That's a lot of fun, and they have a fire going out there, and there's like I said, they have a big slide made of ice, and they have all colored lights inside of the ice. It's fantastic. It's a lot of fun. So I know they're just starting to take reservations for it. It sells out quick. Um, you haven't seen the ice castles? They're really they are very impressive. It's a lot of fun. We do, not that I'm trying to solicit you to go to our channel and look at the video, but we do have a short video in our list that where you can see it. Back when I wasn't very good at making videos, but one of the first ones we ever made. So you'll get an idea of what it looks like. And from what I understand, I went to the website yesterday, and it has definitely expanded. Like I said, they've added a bunch of stuff to it. I also heard they have like a sleigh ride or something you can do there. There's a lot to it, so we're definitely gonna get tickets for that. I know they do it during the week. You can go up on a weeknight, or then the Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They have tickets for the weekend as well. I think we'll probably go up on a Friday or a Saturday, which is a lot better. That way you can, at least for me, I can stay up later. Clearly, I'm up early on the weekdays. I go to work early as well. So, and I know, John, you haven't been home too long, right? I believe you're still working, right, sir? And so you're probably getting ready to take a nap, I bet. But yeah, ice castles are fun. New Hampshire is a fun state, regardless of the season. We have a lot to offer here. We have the oceans and the mountains, and we're not too far from Boston or Vermont or Maine. There's a lot going on here, either season. So summertime's fun to go up to the mountains. We go camping, and I know that Kathy she's building a house up there, which is exciting. Saw some pictures of the view, and it's beautiful there. Okay, you work until 7 a.m., sleep until 7 a.m. You work, goodness. You work until 7, you sleep until 11, and then catch up on your errands. Excellent. I'll bet you'll be happy to finish. Okay. It says I'm live again. Sorry about that. The phone rang right in the middle of it. I hope you guys can hear me now. Yesterday I had an issue with the comments. I couldn't see the chat. Give me a thumbs up or give me an indication you guys still see me and you can hear me. I see okay from Mrs. M. Is that right? Good. Okay, great, you guys. Thank you. Yeah, yesterday they all could see the chat, and I wasn't sure if we had lost the stream or not. I was showing them we have a little pond down here, and the beavers had some fresh chews on the trees. And all of a sudden, I couldn't see the chat anymore, and I thought I lost everybody. But I just got the phone started to ring, and that kind of froze the stream up for me. But we're back, and I appreciate all of you guys coming in and hanging with us. It's 6:45. I started my car. I don't think I did see it, Mrs. M. Let me look back. You always think of Vermont and New Hampshire as the bookend states, right? They kind of look like it, right? New Hampshire is like I look at Vermont as an upside down version of New Hampshire from the shape. It's pretty cool. We live, our states here, I guess square mileage are not as big as a lot of states. Once you get out of New England, the states start to get a little bit larger. Of course, Texas and those in the Midwest are probably the largest. So we can go from Maine. I could drive from Maine through New Hampshire into Vermont in less than 2 hours, probably. It's just about 3.5 hours to Canada. I can make it to Montreal from here in probably just under 4 hours. So things here traveling is nice. And there's a lot of history here, of course. We're in New England. This is the birth of our nation, or the birthplace of our nation, especially in Boston, which is only about 35 minutes south of here. And I've talked about this in other streams. Bye, John. Say hi to Nancy, and I hope you have a good day. Get some sleep, sir. And if you guys go live later today, I'll try to come up. Have a good one. Thank you guys for coming in. Appreciate all of you guys. The birthplace of our nation's here. A lot of history, a lot of American history here. You guys have heard me we've talked about that a lot. I started my work car before I left to clear the windshield off. But yeah, everything's covered in snow. The camper, there she is, put to bed for the winter. I'm already wishing I could go camping. But thank you, John. We'll see you later. I hope you have a great day. Vermont thinks we are upside down version of them, right? Isn't that funny? I could see why they would think that. But we are the right side up version. Oh my goodness, that's awesome. It's the little things that make me giggle, for sure. Let's see, what do we got? It's 6:48 a.m. I had a couple more minutes to spend with you guys, as long as you'll have me. I started cutting some wood last weekend, and there's a tree here that we had the top break off over a year ago, and that was standing. So I cut it down on Sunday. But then my chain on my chainsaw got dull, so I had to stop cutting it. I wasn't able to cut it up, but that will end up in the wood stove. It's a big old maple tree, and it's still, as far as wood for burning, it's still viable. We don't burn a lot of wood. We probably go through four or five cords of wood in the winter. We use it to supplement the heat here in the Great White North of New England. I know Kathy, she burns wood too. And maybe some of you others may burn wood as well. I don't know. Maybe you live where it's warm. I know that Loves You, she's not burning any wood except to have a campfire. She lives in the Philippines, so I don't think it gets too cold there. Not what we would consider cold anyway. Yep. So how's everyone doing? You got your Christmas shopping done, or have you started? You got all your decorations up? I know I got some of my shopping done. Um, I buy for a couple coworkers, and then I just have pretty much Colleen and my son to buy for, and Molly, of course. But I've got it started. Certainly not finished. Um, yeah, yeah. Hopefully, you guys have started your shopping. We haven't even put the Christmas trees up yet, and I say trees because we have three of them we put up. We do one in the living room. Colleen puts one in our bedroom, and then we have a basement bar that we put a tree up down there too. So you burn wood in Texas, but not today. Yeah, I'm sure. Is it warm? I bet it's warm where you're at. And Mrs. M says we have. Let's see. She has many barbecue places here where you live that burn wood in their smokers. Yeah, and that's a nice smell. When they're burning the hickory or the mesquite wood, and supposed to be 80 today. I am envious of you. I would say, I don't know. Let's see if I can see what the thermometer says. I'll tell you what the temperature is outside here. Let's see. We're about, this says about 26 degrees. So it's cold. 26 degrees Fahrenheit. But that's to be expected here in this part of the country. We are, like I said, we're only 3 hours from Canada, so we get all that cold Arctic air coming down from the North Pole and then through Canada, and then it ends up hitting us. Comes down, hits us, but it is what it is. I don't intend spending too many more years here in New England. Our plan is once I'm done with the fire department, we're gonna semi-retire and we're gonna try to live on the road. Take our RV and be one of those people that live in their RV on the road. We'll have some place that we'll call home base. It is, Kathy. You're right. It is nice and cozy to have that wood burning fire. I have mine going right now. It's burning. And it certainly helps the oil bill for sure. Like I said, we don't heat exclusively with the wood, but it helps save on oil. Certainly does. But it's 41 now. Friday, it's supposed to get up to 79. Yeah, crazy weather. Like I said, here we are. It's 26 degrees out. And I think they said, now that may have changed overnight, but yesterday when I saw the weatherman, he said it was going to be 51 this weekend. So yeah, it's crazy kooky weather. But then again, I mean, we've had a couple of years ago, we had Halloween. We got like 2 feet of snow on Halloween, which is very rare for us, but it happens. And then, in November, I've been hunting on certain Novembers. Good morning, Hope Bus. How are you? Thank you for coming in. Welcome. I've been hunting in some Novembers where it was like 75 degrees out. Certainly not good weather for hunting. Um, so, but yeah, the weather's weird. It's always been weird, even since I was a little kid. Yeah, December for you guys is going to be cold. Like I said earlier, I was reading the Farmer's Almanac, and it says that we're going to have a really cold winter, but not so much snow. They say it's going to be wet, so which I just think we're going to get probably a lot of freezing rain and cold, rainy stuff, which could kind of stink because that ice gets on the trees, and then of course it pulls all the trees down and pulls the wires down, and people get out of power, and that's not a lot of fun. But it is what it is. It's wintertime, so we do what we do. Well, it's 6:55, and I have to go in and pack my lunch. And oh, I see. It should be cold, but it isn't, is what you meant. Okay. December is supposed to be cold, but it's not. Gotcha. I'm a little slow on the uptake. Cruising Scene wants to know what state you're in, Mrs. M. Thank you, Hope Bus. I hope you have a great, happy day too. That brings me to my ending point every day as we talk about being happy and being positive and, telling yourself some really positive affirmations. And, not a spiritual guy by any means, but it certainly works. Um, it certainly does work. You know, Positive mental attitude is my thing. Mrs. M is in Alabama. Um, but keep that positive spirit and that positive energy flowing. You pass it on. It's like a smile. Smile can be addictive, and you pass that on, somebody will smile back. It's the same with the positive energy. Um, be positive today. Look at the bright side of everything, and don't forget to wish your friends happy holidays and Merry Christmas. Yeah, Merry Christmas to everyone. I know I'll see you guys all before Christmas, but this is the season. Don't be afraid to say Merry Christmas. If that's what you celebrate, then say it. And happy holidays to those who celebrate other holidays, of course. Thank you, Kathy. I try to end every stream showing that red, white, and blue behind me. It means a lot to me, and I know it means a lot to all of you as well. It's uh, it's um, it's very important to me. Yep, live with the power of love and the glory of God always. You got that right, Mrs. M. Um, you know, love conquers all, as they say, and it's it's better than spreading hate for sure. Um, Hate doesn't get us anywhere; creates too much problems. I'm all about spreading the love. Don't forget to listen to music, whatever you like, because music is life. Music is good for your mind and your soul, and it helps foster that positive thinking and positive thoughts. That's right, Hope Bus. Yep, you know, God, God, country, and love for sure. So I got to get going, but with that, I just want to say I love you guys and I appreciate y'all coming in. There's Old Glory in the back. Don't forget to salute the flag. Peace and love to all of you guys. And with that said, I'm Jimmy, your astute tourist. We'll see you all later. Bye bye, guys. Have a good day.